Hey, welcome back to the workshop. For today's project, I'm going to be making a maple and walnut cutting board. Come check it out. So I went to Menards, home improvement store we have here in the American Midwest, and I got a couple pieces of this Mastercraft maple. And if all you've got around you are big box stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, and Menards is the only place that has real hardwood boards like this available off the shelf. They got maple, cherry, hickory, things like that. And you're probably not going to be able to find these at Lowe's or Home Depot. The one thing you can't really get at Menards off the shelf is walnut. I've got a thin piece of walnut here that I'm going to mill into thin strips. And I think I had to go somewhere and get this at a real woodcraft store.
Okay, let me disappoint everyone right now. This is not going to be an end grain cutting board. I know that butcher block style end grain boards are super popular right now, and I will probably make one of those eventually. But for the moment, I don't have enough walnut wood to put together the type of end grain board that I want to make. So for today's project, I'm going to be making a more conventional side grain board. It won't look as cool as some of those end grain boards, but for my purposes, it's still going to work just fine. Okay, so this is our glue up, all stacked and ready to go. The next thing to do is to get it clamped up and leveled as best I can, and then set it aside to dry overnight. I'm using Titebond 3 wood glue for this project because Titebond 3 is much more water resistant than Titebond 1 or 2. That's probably good in something that's going to be used in my kitchen. I'm not sure that any wood glue is 100% waterproof, but Titebond 3 is pretty close. Once this stack is clamped up, I'm going to take it into the house and allow it to dry at warm room temperature for at least 24 hours.
Okay, the cutting board is basically done. If I wanted to, I could oil this up and start using it right now. But because it's a little thinner, I'm kind of worried that over time it's going to have a tendency to warp and bow. So to help prevent that, I'm going to make up a couple of wooden braces that I'll attach to the bottom of the board, and hopefully that should be plenty strong enough to keep this straight and level for years to come.
I really like how this maple burns in with the soldering iron. Before I tried this, I really wasn't sure how this was going to work.
All right, well, I think that about does it. I'm going to go ahead and call this project all wrapped up. The only thing left to do now is to wipe a couple of coats of butcher's block oil on this, but I'm going to do that another day. Anyway, so I hope you found this interesting, and I'll be right back here in the workshop with another video just as soon as I can. See you then.